Why is Culver so special? Why is this place so unique?
We have a lot of teachers who either have their master's and or their doctorates, which means they're really focused whenever field that they teach, which makes learning really exciting because they really know the material that they're talking about.
Why is this place special?
We're surrounded by people who care about us, and the people that are teaching us throughout the day aren't just our teachers, but they're the people that we see in the dining hall in passing and the people who come support us at all of our outside extracurricular events.
Tell me about your teachers.
My teachers, amazing, great, I love them. I think they really just care about you as a person. There's a difference between wanting you to get a good grade and wanting you to do well as a person.
You all agree with that? Mm-hmm. Tell me more. I want to let's focus on the teachers for a moment.
I think teachers, like what Johnny was saying, are completely devoted to not only, making you the best student that you can possibly be, but also devoting their own time and effort to ensuring that you become the best possible person you can be as well. Almost all members of our faculty are involved in some sort of extracurricular, whether that be as a coach of a specific team or a mentor to a club. They are all so sort of versatile in their involvement with this community that they do more than just teach us inside the classroom. They really make an impact on our total person as a whole.
Why do the teachers make this place?
Because they make you think for yourself. I mean, our math is teamwork driven and our humanities are discussion driven. They make you take the time to think for yourself and talk and learn from others and yourself.
What is it that Culver teaches you that makes you a better adult?
We have teachers and faculty and staff who are examples of the kind of person that you would want to be.
In what way?
For example, I was working on a project for one class and I was looking for a mentor, so I was going through a list of all the teachers that I know that could help me. And one of my teachers gave me recommendations for two different teachers that I had never talked to before and did not know that I should reach out to because they were experts in my topic. And I reached out to them and they helped me with no stakes whatsoever in what I was doing. They gave me advice, they walked me through it, and now I feel like I could go to them for anything. So they really give examples of how to be selfless and to be servant leaders.
Tell me about the student body. What makes the student body so special?
At Culver, because it is a private school and it is selective, so I think that what makes the student body so special is that Culver's selection process, it looks for specific leadership traits in the students. So like they could be from wherever in the world, but as long as like they have a love of learning, some like potential to be a leader, and an open mind, I think that they would be able to thrive at Culver. But to me, what makes the student body particularly special is the way that we bond with each other and how much support that we have for each other in the dorms and the barracks and at the sport teams and in the classrooms.
You could have gone anywhere in the globe, but you came here. Why?
I feel like it's a place where you can gain a unique experience that you cannot get anywhere else because part of it is the leadership system that we have here. You go through a time of hardship, the boards week, with all of your friends in your barracks, and it's something you can talk about years after because it's just a common experience that we share. You are building a common identity even though you're from all around the world. Like 20% of the student population here are international students, and yet we share a common experience and we share a common identity, and I'm proud when I wear the senior ring on my right hand, so yeah.
Let me see the ring. Cool. You don't have to make a fist when you show me, but that's... Why is this place special?
I think the people and teachers, most people say. I was talking with a friend, you know Dora the Explorer, the show? I was talking with him, and here in the United States, he teaches you Spanish, but in Mexico, he teaches you English. So it's like a complete switch. And you get that global perspective that I wouldn't get anywhere else. Like with Kevin per se, I've debated with him a bunch of so many random topics, and he's given me like that Chinese perspective that I would never have been exposed to if I wasn't here.
Tell me about the student body.
I think we put a lot of emphasis on like cultivating a diverse group of students to like interact with, and that like helps like breach your like comfort zone. Because I know a lot of us come from like small like towns that don't have this kind of like doesn't have this diversity like Point Blank. And now stepping into an environment where we can interact with people who have completely different perspectives and who are raised completely different helps make us more like holistic as a person.
What's the best experience? I'm going to ask the three of you. Best experience you had at Culver is what?
Honestly, just being here in general. And I would say It's because, for example, like learning is not solely confined to the classroom. It's something that goes beyond the classroom and that happens everywhere on campus. Like, for example, you learn stuff in the classroom, but you're also learning stuff when you're not in the classroom. Like, you're learning about all these different people from very different backgrounds, and you have the opportunity to just constantly be learning and growing. You're surrounded by some of the best leaders, like young leaders in the entire world, and I think like it's an incredible opportunity just to be here in general.
Why is this place exceptional and extraordinary?
Like the people you meet, I think like that's the theme, but I've met so many people here who I wouldn't have been able to meet otherwise, and I've really learned so many new perspectives.
Why is Culver exceptional and extraordinary?
It's taught me the importance of structure and the work you put in. It's what you get out. It's also, you learn the importance and like how valuable like a local community can be. I think that's something we've kind of lost in like modern American society. But these people, I spent so much time with them, and they've been able to help me, and I've been able to help them and learn from them. And I think that's important, like value that you get from here.
Give me a specific example.
Just like your hallway within your barracks or your dorm, you go through challenges together, you help each other, and when you guys do have differences, you have to work through them because you're still going to be with them for the entire year. You have to live with them, and you're able to see past differences because you learn, you can humanize people and not see them for just their beliefs and the disagreements you had. They're people, and you can learn from them without having to disagree with them.
How has Culver changed your life?
There's not many people that I know outside of here from my small town in Indiana that can say that their best friend is from Germany. And I've gotten the opportunity to have civil discourse from people with all around the world and all over this country. And I believe that it's made me the person I am today. And also the leadership system here, which has taught me so much about leading others, but also being able to depend on each other during hard times and hardship and just really build those connections with others.
How's it changed your life?
It's changed my life because I have been able to cultivate so many different parts of myself. And echoing some of the other ideas from people, like I've met my bridesmaids. Like I've met people that I know are going to be in my life for the rest of my life. I've had sisters. I have two older brothers, but I have met older sisters that will depend on me and I will depend on them for the rest of my life.
How's Culver changed your life?
I think it's rare to find a place that has so many people, not only students, but every single person in this community strive every single day to become the best version of themselves. And like what other people have mentioned, just the sheer amount of diverse and different perspectives that we have on this campus is unmatched, I think, in any other institution. My roommates at school have been from Canada and China. Some of my best friends are from Mexico and Denmark. People from really all over the world coming together in the middle of nowhere in Indiana to come and become the best version of themselves.
We're going to edit out that little phrase in the middle of nowhere. Five of you tell me about the facilities here, because I'm seeing the lake, I'm seeing the water activities, the sports. Who wants to tell me about the facilities here? You'll do 1, 2, 3. Let's go, and I need 2 more of you, 4, 5. Why are the facilities so spectacular?
Rowing center, it's amazing. I don't know how many high schools have a rowing team, but we do. And it's something I've been part of since I got here, and I love it. I don't know, it's such a magic place for me where I can just work super hard, but it's also, we have such an amazing community that builds off at this amazing facility. So it just makes me enjoy myself and enjoy life.
I think when we look at like Legion and the Memorial Chapel, we see all the history that's embodied in this school, and it's very beautiful buildings, and the amount of rich history and culture that it has, I think, is something that makes this place unique because of our who we are and where we came from.
What do the buildings here symbolize to you?
It symbolizes the idea of service and being responsible. Because when I come to Legion, I have to salute in front of the star every time I come in. And even though those perished are not from my country and they served in the United States, but I still respect them for being able to take out that duty, fulfill their duty, and know what they have to do, know their role, and fight on.
You're nodding your head. How come?
I just think what he said, being able to respect someone from another country who's able to go to war, and it's a great responsibility. It's a sacrifice you have to make if you you can die, you can get injured. And he's able to see past the fact that he's from China and he's respecting U.S. soldiers. I just think that's pretty cool.
3 more of you about the facilities and why they're special here.
We have almost anything you could possibly need in order to cultivate like all your mind, body, and spirit. And I think that's beautiful. Like there's not many places that you can go and come to where you have an area that you can go to practice your spirituality, but also go like and be physical, and then we walk outside and then we have all these buildings where we can go learn as well. And so it's really just like whatever, if you need something, there's a place that you can go to find that here, and that's what's special.
Somebody else?
I think, well, the first time my little brother was here, he just looked at me and said, this place is a castle. Because it really is. You come here and you just get the wow straight away. The first step you take. And you feel, again, the history, you feel the background, you feel the service, you feel that this is really important and that you need to be here. You need to be able to understand the things that we learn here and be able to take that and put it wherever you are in the world.
2 more of you, tell me about the facilities.
We have a building dedicated just to leadership, which I think is pretty neat. I spent my first half of this year in that building because I had the opportunity to take the Honors in Leadership seminar, and it was a really neat experience because we're able to do college level work in high school. And I don't know any other high schools that have a whole building for just leadership classes.
So tell me about character development, because I know that is a critical component of this place, which is what differentiates you from everybody else. Why is that character development so significant and you only get it at Culver?
Well, because I think Culver teaches you to be a part of something that's bigger than yourself. It's like when you come in here, you realize that you're not going to be able to accomplish anything or achieve like your goals if you do it on your own. And just being in that community with other people and being in a place that has so much history and tradition and just steeps you in these values right when you walk in the door helps you understand that no one great ever accomplished something by just going out and taking it for themselves. People always supported them along the way, and they had to support people on the way. And Culver instills that in you and helps you apply it wherever you go.
I think that I've had a lot of character development in the humanities building. The majority of all of our classes, I think, are set up in Harkness style, so we're forced to like sit and listen and discuss with people that are different from us. And I think that having to hear these different like perspectives forces you to like open your mind and be a better person.
I think that every single day you're developing your character. When you're waking up in the morning, making your bed, going out there and checking on your guys, because you have to take care of other people. You're not just taking care of yourself. I think that's something that's so important, because it's not just you're responsible for yourself, but you get the idea that I'm a part of something bigger, like others said, and that I'm responsible for other people too, that I can take care of not just myself, but others as well.
I would agree. I would say the same thing. And it goes back to like the community here is that we have people around us, no matter what position that they're in, who want to help us build and become better versions of ourselves. And it's really the aspect of you have to balance taking care of yourself and taking care of others, and they're equally as important here, which provides such strong character development because you have to be able to look out for others and yourself at the same time.
Why is Culver exceptional at character building?
Well, again, like anything else, I can get a bad grade on a test. I can mess up on the soccer team. And the same way it goes for character. I can mess up on my character. And we're not here to degrade other people. We're not here to say, oh, you're terrible because of that. We're able to learn from it, and other people can tell you where you've messed up and how you can build to go on better.
Why is Culver exceptional? Why is Culver extraordinary? Why is Culver unparalleled?
Culver is exceptional because we have the opportunity to better ourselves in so many different ways, in so many different environments, and I'm leaving here such a different person than I was when I came. And for me to be able to take advantage of the gift of using my growth to help others grow is so important, and it's so special.
I think I can speak for almost everyone in this room when we've all sacrificed something to be here today, just to be a part of this community. I think it's a testament to the value of this place and the sentiments that have been shared by my peers, simply for the fact that the benefits are so strong that so many people are willing to give up so much of us. I mean, especially for us as students, we're giving away the last sort of years we'll have with our parents and our intimate family to be here and come enjoy the value of this school. And to make these sort of sacrifices, which are different from everyone else, I think just proves to the value that this school is worth everything to be able to become the best person that you want to be.
Our freshman year or your first year, you're able to take a character strengths test, and then you take it again as a senior or your last year, and you can see how much you've changed. But then within that time, you are able to learn how to value those strengths of yours, but also others.